this one on?
Is this one also on? Yes.
This is going to be our last piece for you guys. Thank you so much for sitting in the grass and taking in some poetry. Thank you, Hillside, for having us. It's been a blast. Before we get into this, I just want to take a moment and say it's been really inspiring being on a team with these guys. When we got on the team last year, Dan, aka Dan Murray, aka Dan, was like, he was still finding his voice, and James was coming in from hip hop and finding the rhythm of this whole spoken word thing, and Oscar was like very, very green, and like watching these guys grow as performers and writers, and just like, it's been very inspiring to watch it happen and to be a part of it. So thanks a lot, guys. I wish to transcend conventional wisdom. I wish to speak with skin, to deliver eulogies with breath, and welcome new life with sheer presence. Long before language found paper, laughter held us together, like a cluster of cultures.
Like a massive land called Pangea, but over time, just like the earth,
We broke into continents,
shuffled our feet to far-off lands, and
drifted across oceans to find new homes. The world's first languages were born in the twitches and ticks of a person's face, not through pages, but sages, through grand hand gestures and peaks and valleys and voices.
Those were the indicators of emotion, the rich array of sounds born within stone walls and warm pots. Language gave birth to culture.
And cultures gave birth to us.
And now, standing on distant soil in a conquered land,
today, we are generations away from our motherland and native tongues. We speak languages so far removed from our forefathers, but looking back,
I can find myself. Był polski język, co moja babcia mówił, I to było od stare czasy, but the language was lost and never found. See, the tongue plays games like a madman. War plagued Poland, Latin became speech. War plagued Poland, German became speech. War plagued Poland, Russian became speech. Countries lose identity in war, they become others. Instead of words, swords. Instead of pens, pistols, Polish the dead language, where they burn bodies beside books, but who writes them? We do. See, it took a world to die, a country at war, and a name to be erased off the map for Poland to speak jeszcze raz.
But looking back, I can find myself. Y deseo de trascender la sabiduría convencional. Another of my mother tongues still spoken to behold by the tongue of my mother's Spanish. Used to be called Castilian, was born of Latin, was born in Iberia, a language that spread with the arms of the Spanish Empire. See, they slaughtered, enslaved, and made their names, forcing the natives to change their ways and speak with words that they would say. I can name the names of the conquistadors that sailed onto these foreign shores, but I know nothing more of the cost of war. Bloodshed, blood red off another man's head. A quest for success left the other ones dead. This is the way the language was spread. This is the way the language was spread. The Mayans never stood a chance, so the Spanish grew roots in South America, and my native ancestors came to speak a foreign language, a language that is all but foreign to me, a mother tongue that my tongue still can't utter, but has grown roots deep in mi corazón. Language is more than the strings that ties us together. It is the breadcrumbs left behind over generations. Words we can follow back to our origin. We are infinitely different from one another,
but strikingly similar in the same breath.
And now, we stand together, thousands of years after the fact, tracing our bloodlines through oral traditions,
putting linguistics on paper,
making our very own Rosetta Stone, so that when our bloodlines fall into generations, the future can know that we came together.
To say something that matters.
To represent the future, and to stand for something, no matter what language was used.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everybody.